intro was made by the guy who is sitting. Yeah, so he made the first one, made the new one, because, you know, he just HD'd it. Anyways, guys, got a rain game here. I'm bringing some rain, and, you know, sun's cool, so's rain. We might as well just throw it about and mix it up a bit and see what goes down. So he is going to lead off with a guy with the wind, and I don't want to go with the wind. I do not want to be gone with the wind, so I'm going to go for the ice beam. And he probably thought I was scarfed, which is why he switched out into his Lapras to take the hit to sponge it. You know, most Politoed leads are scarfed. Mine is in fact spexed, but knowing that he thinks it's scarfed, I'm going to try and keep that knowledge and conserve it for later. Hopefully play it against him, use it against him if I can. This one was against Soruxt. If I didn't mention that, I don't think I did. But anyway, I'm going to go into Narrated because I know it can sponge anything that Lapras can throw at me, and you know, get a free Stealth Rock switching setup. I got a free Stealth Rock setup, which is very nice. And here the Magnezone's going to come in. Obviously, it's going to fucking cripple my Natore because of the Magnet Pull. And what better happens than he gets a crit Hidden Power Fire followed up by my Power Whip missing. So, you know, Natore was pretty much useless and died and got Stealth Rock up, but I don't know, whatever. You know, the people don't really carry Magnezones these days, but it seems that this team has two trappers. It has a Steel Trapper in Magnezone and an Arena Trapper in Dugtrio. So I'm going to have to be careful that I don't get trapped again by stupid other things. Fortunately, Dragonite will never be trapped by either of them, because it's just plain awesome. And I'm Specs, so I'm going to go for the Hurricane, and I get the Confusion hacks, and he hits himself in Confusion. Now, I did go for the Hurricane predicting a switch, thinking that he would think that I would go for an Earthquake, thinking I was physical, but I'm not. I'm Spexed with Hurricane, and I went for it. Unfortunately, you know, he didn't switch, but I got the Confusion hacks, and it does a decent amount of damage anyway. And I'm going to switch out to my Tangrowth here to take the electric attack, whatever it may be. Turns out to be a Volt Switch. Not too worried if it does a decent amount of damage, because I can just easily switch out and get regeneration anyway. So it doesn't really matter that he switches into his Flying Genie here, because I can just switch right out and take anything else to take anything else, just bring anything else in to take the hit. I decided to go to my Politoed, simply because I know that he thinks I'm scarfed, so bringing this thing in now is going to serve me very well, because he's going to think I'm going to go for another Ice Beam, but in fact I'm going to predict his switch to the Lapras, go for the Focus Blast, and completely psych him out. If he'd stayed in there, he would have just been able to go for a second Hurricane and kill my Politoed, but unfortunately for him, he, you know, he just kind of used his general knowledge to believe that I was scarfed, and unfortunately doesn't work out for him, because his Lapras is going to go down to, you know, 2-hit KO to the Specs Focus Blast, which is very, very beneficial to me, in fact. Now, he obviously still thinks I'm scarfed and goes out to his Chandelure and thinks I'm locked into Focus Blast. I am locked into Focus Blast, but I'm Specs, so whatever, I'm going to have to switch out anyway. And I kind of want to keep this Politoed, just keep it there as a threat to his Wind Genie in case it ever just becomes a problem again for me. So I'm going to go out to my Dragonite. Probably not a good idea here, because as you can see, he's going to Shadow Ball. Now, I was kind of under the impression he was scarfed, seeing how much that did, but then again, I have multi-scale, so kind of stupid play on my part. And he has the HP Ice, which I was like, okay, I didn't think Shandera ran HP Ice that often, so unfortunately Dragonite doesn't get to wreck that many faces tonight. He just gets to wreck one face, which was Magnezone, which didn't actually do too much to it, but whatever. Gonna into my Volt Bro, because he's a DJ Bro of a Volt Bro, and he's gonna Dark Pulse and outspeed the Chandelure, and Dark Pulse is going to take him out. So, you know, obviously probably didn't think I would be able to take him out, or just didn't have anything to go to take a Thunderbolt, so stayed in. Really don't know what the deal there was, but all I know is I have a freaking Marshmallow on my head, and I'm going to do some work here, because he brings in Magnezone, and what better weapon do I have than Hammer Arm, which is awesome. Definitely good to run a fighting move on this guy, because otherwise he will get walled by things like T-Tar. Hammer Arm is a very nice addition. You can go with the Focus Blast. I prefer to go mixed with Hammer Arm. It kind of loses me a bit of special attack, but in the long run it's better for a fighting move to hit than miss, as well as the fact that, you know, in the sand, T-Tar has high spec D anyway, so, you know, a physical move is better. But here he's going to go to his Amoonguss the Fungus, the stupid thing which, it just puts things to sleep and is generally a pain. So I'm kind of thinking I don't have much to take the Spore. I'm going to go to Noodles to sponge it, because I don't think there's much he can do to Noodles. I can sit in here all day and wait till I wake up, essentially. I really don't think there's anything to threaten me with, so I'm going to see what he does here. I just don't want to switch out, you know, because I don't know what move he's going to use. And he goes for a Giga Drain, which is fine. Giga Drain's going to take like nothing from Tangrowth, and even if he did have a better move, I could always switch out and get regeneration back anyways, so it wouldn't make much of a difference in the long run. But here I'm thinking he's probably going to switch out to something, and although it's not a good play for me to stay in on here, I really don't want to take the risk of switching out to something else and then getting a bad switch. So I do stay in, and he's going to get the free switch into his Wind Genie, which is not good whatsoever. It means he's going to be able to get a free Hurricane off, which is going to hurt a lot. It's 100% hit in the rain, as many people know, and yeah, it's not going to work very well for me. So I'm just going to go to my Raindrops as death fodder. I guess he will never know that I was spexed, because he never actually found out. I died too early for him to discover it, but still, you know, it was a good bluff while it lasted, and now I'm going to go into my Electro Bolo Brono Lolo Flolo Holo Po Ro Fomo Ro, and obviously he thinks I'm going to outspeed him and is going to switch out. I'm going to go for the obvious Thunder, which would definitely take him out, but Amoonguss is going to sponge it nicely. Fortunately though, I get the Power Hacks onto it. It's going to be easier to take down with that thing, you know, Power Hacks did. And I'm looking at my moves and I'm thinking the only thing that can probably do decent amount to this thing is Thunder. It is resisted, but it is, you know, going to hit every time, so I don't really have much of worry about it. There's no pressure stalling going on or anything, so I can't really have that much to worry about. And good job that I have the rain up, because he has Synthesis as a healing move, so thankfully that's not going to be able to heal him enough, whereas eventually, you know, he's going to go down to the Thunder. I'm pretty sure that it'll take a while unless he gets a Power Hack, so I'm just kind of waiting on him to get a Power Hacks here. I'm just going to keep spamming Thunder until I do get one, which, you know, should happen fairly soon. I believe it happens here, does it? Yes, it does happen here. So I get the Power Hacks, which is just going to make everything faster, really. It's just going to make my job easier, and I'm going to take him out with another one, just in case I wanted to switch there. Just went for a Thunder to get the most power onto him, and I wasn't really sure if a Dark Pulse would kill or not from that range, so whatever. He's going to go into Dugtrio. I'm pretty sure he's going to Sucker Punch me. So, thinking that he's going to Sucker Punch me, I'm going to switch. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay in. Wow, I stayed in. Obviously, didn't think that Genie was much use anymore, apparently. So, I stayed in. And he pursuited me, so really, to be honest, there was nothing I could have done there. Even if I had switched out, Pursuit would have killed me. As it happens, he just gets a crit Pursuit while I stay in. So, overall, not too bad, but I'm going to bring in Mark Tremonti here, who he was laying down Isolation in the intro, and you know, that's a pretty heavy riff, but he's kind of tired out from that, so he's going to Swords Dance to just regain some power here, and now he's going to, I believe he's going to just riff right on this freaking Genie and go for a Sucker Punch. Unfortunately, the Genie does not go for a physical attack or a special attack or any kind of attack. It in fact goes for a Tailwind, which is not great. And he taunts me, so I can't set up a sub or I can't set up a Swords Dance anymore. So he's just really trying to stall me out of Sucker Punches here, which is really freaking annoying if I'm going to say anything about it. And he's going to go to Dugtrio, which I know has to attack me, but he has Sucker Punch too, so I'm like, oh, dude, this is just freaking annoying. I want to lay down the Isolation solo, and I'm just not being able to do it. But in any case, I know that he's choice banded, so it means that now I can just go for a sub, because my my taunt wore off there. If you didn't notice that, I don't think I noticed that, but I am going to be able to get up a sub here, and even though he's going to bring in this guy and taunt me, I decided to go for the Drain Punch this time and just play it safe so that I didn't have stupid frickin' other crap annoying me, like the Dugtrio with the Sucker Punch. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Dugtrio is his last, and the Drain Punch is going to finish him off very nicely, so that's going to be a good game, I guess. I think he goes for an Earthquake just to break my sub, but because I had the sub up, he can't really do anything, so Choice Banded Dugtrio did not bode him well in that situation, unfortunately for him, and his attempts to stall out my Sucker Punch did not result in victory. So yeah, the Rain team did pretty well there. I think that was a 2-0, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a 2-0, and I've been enjoying using that team as well. It's kind of it's okay. I mean, I can change out Tangrowth. I've got Tangrowth and Natore, which are both weak to fire, obviously, but the rain reduces that, which is kind of why I run both of them, and I just like using both of them in general, even though they're both kind of physical walls, but they're both cool kind of guys, so I decided to run with that. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed the Rain team. Sun Team and Rain Team will be doing some more games pretty soon. Otherwise, I just have a quick note to point out to people. If people don't know, the Abra's Asylum Xat chat, which I used to frequent quite often, has now come to a close. Fizzy Stardust and Tuperius decided to close down the chat. It is now reset and is no longer in existence. So in response to this, Wild Chase has created a new Xat. It's called RPX, which stands for Random Pokemon Xat, which is cool. You know, go check out Chase's Xat. But I also decided to create a Xat. I just thought I might as well, because there are so few places for people to go and get battles these days. So I was like, you know what, might as well make another one, and it means that people have a variety of places to go at least. To find games. So my Xat is called Mabuki Shika, Mabuki Shika, Mabuki Shika, da 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 na 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 derp, yeah, da da Mabuki Shika, Mabuki Shika, na 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 derp. So yeah, hell of an awesome Xat name. Just saying. So the Mabuki Shika Xat is open currently. If you would like to drop by, say hi, find some battles if you wish to, then we would be more than glad to accept you. Otherwise, the video is coming to a close here, so I'm going to say Guten Tag everyone, and make sure you check out the Xats, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the people who won my thing or something.